Good morning. Good morning, HP1. Good morning, everyone who watches the Morning Sales Copies. Good morning, LinkedIn Learning. Good morning, LinkedIn. I really appreciate everyone that has been watching these. I've been doing trainings for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, so I've been unavailable. So I apologize, you guys. I'm really excited to kind of talk to you guys again, bring back the closes, bring back more closes. There's a book that I've been reading when I have some spare time. It's an interesting book. It's by Ben Gay the third, right? It's called The Closers Part One. He has a couple different books, about three of them that I know of offhand. This is the first one I started reading from him. He's actually a pretty awesome dude. He signs his books. He sends you. This isn't a promo for the book, by the way. Just to let you know. I'm impressed with the guy because he practices what he preaches, right? You can tell just by he puts a business card in, then gives you a bookmark, so you have a bookmark in his book, dude. Mind blown, genius, right? So great job out there, Binky the Third. If you ever watch this, I doubt it, but if you do, I love your book, man. Seriously, it's just straight to the point, blunt, direct, just like how it should be, and I appreciate that, man. So today I'm going to talk about a close. And the close, this again, video is gonna be a little longer today. I apologize, you guys. It just is. Um, it's gonna be a little more than 5 minutes. Just FYI that. Um, this is called the basically response to, it's called the customer's objection. Your product costs too much. I'm gonna read it from the book, and then we're gonna talk about it. And that's why it's gonna take a little long. So, when your product costs too much. Now, this is the closer's response. This is what Ben Gay talks about. He calls us salespeople closers. You got to be a closer all the time, right? So that's part of the book. Understanding mindset of being a closer, right? So when you're a closer, number one, when it says the product costs too much, compared to what? The product you now have, or some other product that doesn't have as many benefits as this product has. Tell me, what are you comparing my product price to? This is a perfect objection. Exactly. So when you're selling a Medicare supplement plan, or you're selling an ancillary plan, right? And you're going in and they're like, "Oh, that's too much." Compared to what? Tell me, compared to what benefits, compared to what that, you might be getting a $10 dental plan, but that's only discounts. That means they're not going to cover anything for you. And really, is it really covering, or are you just wasting $120 a year? Right? $10 times by 12, $120. You know, I got a plan here for $1 a day that's going to cover 100% of all your needs when you need it. Well, let me ask you, up to $2,000. Let me ask you a quick question. Uh, Compared to what? How is $1 a day too expensive? I really like that. Now, let's keep going. Number two says you can go first class or second class. This is really cool. You can go first class or second class. That's your decision, but you get exactly what you pay for. You have to remember that my product is the top of the line, and if it doesn't fit into your future plans, then I don't think you need it. That's a beautiful takeaway close. Well, you can either go first or last. You can either have the top product, right? You can either have the best product, or you basically have a low class, second class product that you're out $10,000 if it's out of network, maybe more. Actually, they won't even cover you out of network on an MAPD plan. I'm promoting my med steps, by the way, right now. When you go on a plan G or a plan N, you're in the hospital, you pay nothing. Go to a high G, you have a 2,290 $2,490 maximum out of pocket. I need to remember this stuff. These are the things that we're talking about, right? Do we want to have a $10,000 max and get stuck to, oh, we're going to decide if we're going to take this insurance or not, or be able to go anywhere you want to go? Think about it, right? First class or second class product. Do you want to sell a first class product, or do you want to sell a second class product? Which one would you prefer to sell? I would personally prefer to sell the first class product all day long. Oh, that depends. Okay, then that means you might be a second class person. Boom. Don't mean to offend you, but still, seriously, we don't want to sell second class stuff. If that's the case, you're in trouble. But if you sell first class, you can sell a $40 premium to almost anyone out there. If they can't afford $40, well, that's a problem, right? You got to understand that. Yeah, I understand people on Medicaid, Q and B. You have to be careful with those people, right? Those people aren't our clientele. That's not my clientele. So they are perfect for Medicare Advantage plans, right? Because they're not my clientele. However, if they have any kind of money and they want to make sure they cover their health the best possible way possible, boom, then go on a first class product. I really love that. Now, third, if my product is too expensive, as you see it, what do you think it would be worth a year from now? This is a really good deal. So why don't you try it before it gets even more expensive? And I can assure you it will. Believe me, if you can afford my product now, you sure won't be able to afford it later. That's pretty cool. Rates go up all the time. All right. Now, the nice thing about MAs is you're always hitting the $0 premium, $0 premium, $0 premium, but you keep losing network, keep losing network, keep losing network, keep losing the afford. You get these POSs and PPOs where people say you can go anywhere, but you can't. The doctors will not accept that insurance no matter what. They just keep denying it because they deny their claims all the time. So they stop, right? As long as they take original Medicare, which what is it? 96% of all doctors take as of 2013 standards. I haven't checked it, updated. Take original Medicare. That's 4% that don't. I mean, come on, that's beautiful. You can use original Medicare, then you use a Med Sup, right? And there you go. So those rates are going to go up. So the sooner you get it, the better it is. The lower you're going to pay for it, right? That's really cool. Then it has a note here. The closer can very easily turn this objection around and say to the customer, "Well, what do you think about my product should be worth? What do you think this product should be worth?" If the customer answers, the closer should write it up and submit it. A lot of sales have been done this way. This is a beautiful, beautiful thought process. You're right. Okay, let me ask you a question. This is covering 100% of everything. You go in the hospital, you have cancer, your medical bills are covered. You get a heart attack, your medical bills are covered. You go anywhere in the, you know what? I'll tell you what. Let's do this. You find out that you have um cancer, and you're like, okay, MD Anderson out in Texas is the best facility to go to take care of this cancer. But you're all the way out in maybe California or Montana or Florida or Maine or New York, right? And you're all the way out there, right? Connecticut. And you're like, you know what? I want to go to the best facility because they have proven track record that this never comes back. That gotcha. Would you like to be told no, you can't do it, or you're gonna have to pay $200,000 for that bill, or would you like to be told yes, you can go, no big deal. The only cost is the cost of travel. Which, by the way, I have a product that would help you out with that as well. Little answer that, right? But this is what I'm kind of talking about. We got to make sure we're doing closes. All right, rewind this, pause this, take some of those words down, pick up this book, The Closers, Part One by Ben Gay the Third. You got to find it online. All right, seriously, it's a hard book to find for me at the bookstores. I didn't find it in the bookstores, but seriously, learn your closes, you guys. Really practice closes. Get in. I need to think about it. Why? We got to overcome those. I need to think about questions because we get those a lot. Now, again, remember, most of the time when you get it, I need to think about it. It's something that you messed up on by not doing a proper discovery. All right, you guys need to realize that we do. I need to think about it, typically runs from a problem we did in the beginning of the conversation where you didn't say something right. You're putting on the person on the wrong plan. So you make sure you have the right discovery questions done. Make sure you're asking the right questions. Make sure you're building a friend. Make sure you're following your role. All right. I appreciate you. This is Chris Fonner. This is your morning sales coffee, and I'll see you guys all at the top of the sales board. Love you, Zig Ziglar. Bye bye.